It's the Cable
Really not sure what to grab here. I've been ranting about food. Good toxic. I'm gonna grab the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune's a fun card. Plus, it's Christmas, right? Red's a Christmassy color. I almost want to take Exhume. Wheel of Fortune can play well in Reanimator. Being your fatty, draw your reanimation effect. I think I'm just going to take the Discharge. Show and Tell. Inty. Let's go ahead and take Inty. Just keep cutting red for now. Not committing to anything. I got way more drunk yesterday than I thought I was going to. More than I wanted to, even. I think part of that was just, like, cheersing people. So I did a beer run today. So I can still cheers folks, and I won't get way too hammered too quickly, you know? Hey, Merry Xmas to Un. Cheers to that. Yeah, cheers to that. To drinking responsibly. Cam and Ferrix seems kind of sweet with Wheel of Fortune. I feel like Entomb this late is a clear signal. This is like not a bad start to a Reanimator deck. I haven't gotten to play with Appa yet. I've had a really packed day. Got up early and did a ton of editing work. Re-recorded like a third of the script for the video that I've been working on. But I'm like a lot happier with it now, and it has like an actual conclusion and stuff. So very worth, I think. I've reanimated Overlord before. It's not a crazy one with Recurring Nightmare. Maybe I'll grab it. Baleful Mastery is kind of nice. Like, black doesn't have a ton of exile removal. Sometimes that matters. Like, your opponent has a Blightsteel or something. I'll take Baleful. It hits Planeswalkers too, right? Kind of good. The attack into the One Ring last night was hilarious. You know, I was sauced. I was very sauced, yeah. Still won that match. Just the sauciest trophy. Deck did not let me lose, though. Hey, Merry Xmas, Wild Antic. Merry Xmas, C-Lab. Thanks for the sob, the 58 months. Are we getting some Christmas Unicorn today? We played it like 3 times yesterday. I don't know. I might be close to vetoing Christmas Unicorn. But Caleb, it's tradition. Yeah, so I woke up, I did a bunch of editing work, and then took a brief excursion with Dave the dog to go like walk along this trail because it was like 40 degrees out. It was like really good walking weather. And we show up and he just like it's a popular trail for people to take their dogs along, and so like he's just like going nuts. Just like loving every second of it. There's all kinds of like interesting poop to smell. And he just had like the best time that a little lead puppy can have. And he had whined on the drive there. He did not whine at all on the way back. And then later on in the day, I took him on a quick little trip and he didn't whine at all. So I think just the fact that like he knows that sometimes when he goes in the car, like we do things that he likes. I think that's gonna greatly inhibit his car whining in the future. Which fucking rules. Just like drive him to a dog park every week or something. Should we blame the clearance wine for last night? Maybe. I think it was literally just, you know, getting a little ahead of myself. Cheering folks and stuff with hard alcohol. It's a festive season. Very easy to get carried away. But yeah, that's why I did a beer run today. So I can like cheers people all night and not worry about that. Not worry about getting too sauced. Happy Christmas to you too, Hip Knight. You thought the car meant going back to the shelter? I don't think so, because we'd taken a bunch of different little car trips for errands and all kinds of other stuff. I think the first couple of times we drove him, he might have thought he was going back to the shelter, and then he was relieved to get back and stuff. I think he knows that that's not happening now. But he was still whiny. Hey, CZ Man. You went to a limited RCQ the past weekend. Top 8, lost quarterfinals. Your opponent was super good. Sure. You gotta beat once you qualify for the Pro Tour, you gotta beat those people, though. I might just draft a bat. I don't know. LED is fun with Wheel of Fortune. Let's take LED. You saw on a previous stream, No Blood on the Clock Tower. Not this week. Still planned for next Thursday. I've also been really enjoying it. But, like, it is pretty tradition to play Cube on Xmas. But yeah, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. We've certainly been enjoying running it. I think we're going to have a simpler script for January. This is an interesting pack. So I like Shallow Grave with Archon. I don't know if I like it with Overlord. Still haven't played this card yet. Could be cool with LED. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Solarius 25. Merry Cubmas to all. A Madness reanimation spell for turn 1 LED reanimates. They kind of have that. It used to be in the cube back when Gifts Ungiven was in. On Burial Rites. You can turn 1 Kraken LED. And then if you have a land drop, then you can flash back on Burial Rites on turn 1. That way. You like Trouble Brewing? I think we did that for the first, 4 streams in a row. Because it's a little simpler, a little bit more beginner-friendly. Hey, right back at you, Oldman Jables. Little Lotus Petal action. I won't say no to a Lotus Petal. Did Santa bring me anything? I mean, I've got a belly full of delicious turkey dinner. I've got a cold beer that I actually like in front of me. My wife seems happy because I watched the dog while I was cooking Christmas dinner so she could take a sauna. I got a bunch of editing work done today. So that's a no then. I don't love Through the Breach. It's so expensive. It's very hard to come up with 5 mana. I'm gonna grab Crab. Yeah, I'll play Fire Covenant. Merry Cubmas, Hogak, Hogak, Hogak. Sounds like Santa didn't bring me shit and I had to do all the work. I guess. She's watching the puppy for the most of the time. I've actually got it easy. He needs to be taken outside every hour. He freaked out at me earlier because I was wearing glasses. I don't think he recognized me. Kind of reminded me of when I was 4 years old and my dad shaved and I was fucking confused that there was a stranger in our house. Who the fuck are you? Crab is not the best black card according to 17 Lands. That's a Barrogoyf. Crab's very high up in some other cubes. It might have been high up originally and then just needed some time to level out. But right now it's Barrogoyf. And then Animate Dead, Emperor Bones Reanimate. And then we get to Archon of Cruelty, and then Crabs around this range with Demonic Tutor and Shieldred and Tomb and all these cards, which are, some of the best black cards. So there's certainly nothing wrong with valuing Crab highly. I'm going to take this Mana Crypt. That's what I'm going to do. It's tricky because there is Bowmasters, and that plays really well with the Wheel of Fortune. Angie's is kind of cute with LED. Oh yeah, Van Wilder. What was your takeaway? Ooh, Monk's Diamond. I think I like Monk's Diamond better than Blackcleave and Grizzlebrand here. Chrome Monk's also tempting. Just be like the best Wheel of Fortune deck ever. So Overlord is a cool way to bin cards to reanimate. I think I want that Broadside. Broadside's just so good. Very hard to pass that way. Ooh. Had some suggestions of limiting Boros. How would he limit Boros? I also agree with nerfing Boros. I've wanted that to be the case for a while. The Magic Online curators don't seem to want to nerf things. Like, I've talked to them about, and usually when I complain about green being unplayable, they're like, what cards could we add to make it better? And it's like, you can't. You have to make the other colors worse. You've pumped them to max. Green is maxes here. All the other colors are up here. You can't just fucking imaginate some green cards that will suddenly make them rise. Everyone's maxed out. The only way to balance the cube is with a bit of nerfing. I know it's a scary word. It's just the only way to do it. If that's what you want to do. If that's not what you want to do, then, whatever. I'm going to grab this Palantir. We got this Mana Crypt that can, play a turn one, maybe. Could be sick. Where am I on cutting or having Storm in cube? I think Storm should be a rotated archetype. They're, not fully supporting it, and the Storm cards just go last pick. People that want to draft Storm aren't satisfied, and people that don't want to draft Storm aren't satisfied. So it's this dog shit. It's just a bunch of dead picks. Shit or get off the pot, right? Hey, you as well, Real Rankler. Ooh, speaking of Barrogoyf. Yeah, I think here if we had Vampiric Tutor, I'd probably grab Metamorphosis over the Barrogoyf, but we don't, so. I want the Vista to actually have good fixing, but our color requirements aren't bad. We don't need double of basically anything. So I'm just gonna grab Crocus. Crocus of the essentially Power 9 win rate. Ooh. I know I thought about Anji's Ravager the first time around, but I'm gonna grab that Bone Swords. Hey, Real Rankler, thanks for the $20 donation. Very kind, very generous. Brunswick says, Merry Christmas. Hopefully he did get all the presents he asked for. Oh, yeah. we went on a walk with Dave earlier, and he was doing so good, but he was along a path that a bunch of other dogs were on, and he just had the best fucking time. And he had whined on the way to the dog park, and he did not whine at all on the way back. And then I took him for a drive later to do something else, and he didn't whine there at all. So we were wondering, what we were going to have to do to train that out of him. And then apparently just take him to a dog park where he has a good time was the answer. And now he doesn't mind cars. Hopefully that sticks, huh? Very nice. Yeah. I would also cut Caracas. I've been talking about this cube video I've been working on. A kind of long form intro. And I talked about Crocus with the other power cards. Because it has the win rate of all those other power cards. Which is fucked up. It's actually higher than most of them. After being drawn. Not in the opener. But even in the opener, it's middle of the pack. Still better than some of the Moxen. On the 17 lands win rate. And it's the sort of card where if it's very good, it's just fucking miserable, right? If it's a niche card, then that's fun. This effect. But over a fourth of the creatures in the cube are legends. So just having it in play invalidates a fourth of your opponent's plays. That's fucked up. You might as well play a land that makes the opponent discard a card or something. So Oliphant triggers Mako. I don't know how thrilled I was about Mako in here. We do have some nice discarding. Even though I can't tutor for the Metamorphosis, I think I still like it. It's still a good one to have in your recurring nightmare loops. Hey, thanks, Absolute Rages. Was indeed a good one. No counterplay for Crocus. Yeah, you need to have drafted Wasteland or Strip Mine. And every deck wants those cards, not just the ones with a bunch of legends. So yeah, I've been harping about. I think I like main deck Pyrokinesis here. Yeah, I've been harping about Crocus for a while. Have I used Metamorph Fanatic with Flash yet? I can't remember. Maybe. So the LED works with Inti, Wheel of Fortune. It's good when you're recurring nightmare looping. Trying to figure out if that's enough. A little bit less exciting without that Mako in there, huh? Oh, it works with Overlord too. Not the attack trigger, but the impending. You can put the impending on the stack and crack LED and cast what you get back. Oh shit, what up? Hey Bill, thanks to the sob, thanks to 89 months. It can work with Shallow Grave. You put Shallow Grave on the stack and crack LED. What would be worth for that? Just Archon, right? I mean, maybe a White Overlord if it's turn 2. You smack for 6 and leave 8 power in play. But yeah, I hope everybody's had a dope day with good food and such. Good vibes. I think I like the Goblin here. It's a discard outlet and like a creature to loop with Nightmare. Maybe I'm supposed to cut the Pyrokinesis after all. If I board it in, I should board the Oliphant in too. I mean, the Oliphant should just be in. We have Reanimate. Even though it's not fixing. This would be 7 red sources and 7, 8, 9 black sources. I guess I'll go up to 8. Badlands would have really helped. Entropic Ender with the 55 consecutive watch streak. My god. You got a Scandinavian Advent calendar this year and got a fish for Christmas Eve. Anyone want to explain that? You didn't like Google it or anything? 55 is a lot. 55 is a lot. That's some dedication. I think the highest currently is 70 some. Triflin just straight up joining me on my 365. This is an interesting question of what 3-drop to play. I don't think you play Broadside. Broadside's pretty good later on. Play it and sack something immediately. Ooh, well done, fucking lamb. The highest is 232. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I think I want a Baragoi for Palantir. I'm just not sure which. Probably Palantir. Yeah, train that Thunder. Yeah, they have an Infernal Grasp over there, but the Reanimate was only 1 mana. It's like pretty free. I could do it alongside the Inti. Just double spell. Very pleasant to double spell. Please no Damnation. I mean, Damnation would be fine, right? We just play the Palantir. Hey, Urfus, thanks for the sob. Thanks for 8 months. Wouldn't be surprised if they killed both critters here. Hey, a land. Yeah, it's awkward. You would rather the Baraglyph get countered because the Palantir lives through black removal spells. But the longer you wait on the Palantir, the worse it gets. I think he's got to play it. The Baraglyphs can always be good. They're not all accounted for, the Seeing Stones. Oh, you're a Lord of the Rings reference. I see where you're coming from. Feels like they've got some options, huh? If they're taking on the Narset downtick. Hey, overvoltage. That is a hell of a watch streak. I assume this is grabbing broadside. The Narset found Jace. Indy's such a cool card. Assuming that one of their two cards is Jace. Very possible I'm supposed to be bitter triumphing here. I could get burned if they just like have a draw 7. Because the bitter triumph could kill the Narset, of course. Anyone not celebrating Xmas is a heathen and a heretic. Oh, but I want to be a heathen and a heretic. Heathens having all the fun. Well, speaking of which, kind of wonder how to hold a heathen hammer. Maybe this video will illuminate it. I've heard that Tyr has a really fun live show. Hell yeah, Dabu. Yeah, I figured that's what was happening with the Jace here. Nice. It's gonna be hard for them to answer the Inti and the broadside here, right? Seems like one of them's gonna be clearing some stuff. Not dog. I'm good on discarding. Hell yeah. In this matchup, I almost wonder if I should be trying to use Steel Cutter. Got a lot of nice answers to walkers, huh? Bitter Triumph, Baleful Mastery, Bone Shards. Maybe Discharge could be a cut. And targets, though. Hey, Wrath of Wrath. Thanks for the 100 months. The big 100. Hell yeah. The hundo. Almost like this hand. A Xmas miracle. Do 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 do. Yeah. Uh-oh. Just in case I draw a Shallow Grave or Reanimate, I guess. Well, that didn't happen. Yeah, it's risky bidding a real juicy one in a Black Mirror, because they could just have a random Animate dead. Or the like themselves. Oh man, the turkey I had for Christmas dinner is starting to hit me. The itis. I wonder if I should drink some caffeine. Balance that out. You ate like 5 cinnamon rolls today? My god. My god. Can I tell you more about the turkey? It's not very interesting. It was like a lazy day of food production. Just like the easiest meal you could make just about. I after Thanksgiving, a bunch of turkey goes on sale, so I just like scooped some for the chest freezer. And this one was like a bake in the bag, so you just like fuck it, literally like throw it into a cast iron and put it in the oven and let it do its sweet thing. Just the most straightforward. It comes with a gravy mix, but the gravy mix is always too salty, so I always just kind of throw that away. Just hanging with the wife today, or did I do family stuff? Yep. Just hanging with the wife. Went on a walk with the pupper. It was very rewarding to see him be like happy on the ride home. Usually when we go on rides with him, he gets like really whiny and agitated. But after walking and doing something that he liked, he was like totally chill. And then I took him on another ride later, and he was chill again, just like no whining at all. He has started barking more when he gets like excited about things, and we're not really sure how to de-incentivize that. That was a nasty time warp. Gravy's always terrible if you don't make it from scratch. Yeah, you might be right. I had fresh rosemary for the gravy too, and then I made this kale side dish that I make a lot, where you fry some onions for a while in olive oil. And then saute in the kale, sprinkle some lemon juice over it, squeeze in some like fresh pepper, you know, with or some fresh garlic with a garlic press. And then at the very end, I like to add fresh basil and the sweet onions and the that's just very dead. The sweet onions and the basil like almost bring like a sweetness out of the kale. Well, it seems like having removal is pretty good against what we saw. Anyway, that's fast becoming like one of my my wife's favorite things that I make, which is funny because at the start of the year we were both very down on kale. And then we grew a shitload of it, and I had to learn how to cook with it. Merry Xmas to you too, Novellin. But yeah, that's about as much effort as I want to put into a fancy meal. Some tasty greens, some nice taters, pile of meat. Bam, let's go. Oh, for sure, I can see that tackler. Do I like Swiss or rainbow chard? I've only had Swiss chard. And I haven't cooked with it in a while. I did a lot of cooking with what was it? Not mustard greens. Cabbage greens. I did a lot of cooking with cabbage greens this last year too. Planted some and basically just had infinite. Yeah, second goblin on the frog doesn't do much. They just have to discard 2 cards. Not a big deal for them. Hey, right back at you, Johan. I assume they're grabbing Reanimate. Bummer. Just bin both lands here. Probably draw more lands, huh? Maybe not. Very jealous of that Psychic Frog. Yeah, probably the worst way to draw Metamorphosis Fanatic, May the Jolly Red Man fill our packs with power. Is the best draw here Mana Crypt? I mean, that would let me Grease Wrench plus Shallow Grave. Without anything else, just Shallow Graving the Broadside does rep lethal. Worth thinking about. Bone Shards? Yeah, Bone Shards would be sick. They could even, like, counter the Bone Shards. It wouldn't matter that much. Opponent's holding up Counterspell mana. To block Terrasa with Psychic Frog, I had to discard 2 cards. I think I'm just going to pass here. A little worried about that Voidwalker, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Hail Santa indeed, Remo. Hell yeah. Wow, those are some good-ass discards. Kind of wonder what the card they kept was, Got me. Interesting Dothy attack. I figured they would have cracked it for the Metamorphosis that I binned earlier. I think Tersa gets countered. So on board, they discard 4 cards. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. I like literally can't attack. Feel like that means I can't win. I guess we'll see. Yeah, they can just jump the frog. Standing back to chump doesn't do anything. Thing that is buttered my biscuit, that's what I think. Fucking Psychic Frog, huh? Heck of a card. Oh, but they killed my thing, which means they won't have Xaxes now. You got a Lego Star Trek Enterprise. These things look sick. Is this the one you got? We have to upkeep activate the Caracas on Shielded, so we don't die to the draw trigger. Nice to see Wanchi getting some love. We have 10 exactly here, I think. That's sick. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, if they just don't play the Shieldred's Edict, they have lethal... Oh, not that. If they don't play the Shieldred's Edict to kill my 3-2, they they would have had Xaxes the previous turn. Instead of playing the Shieldred, they would have discarded that. Instead of playing the Shieldred's Edict, they would have discarded that. Give the Psychic Frog flying. 10 damage, right? So we did need to get a little lucky that they missed the lethal, but, you know, we take those, right? We take those. Maybe they missed Crocus on Shieldred. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, the Crocus pick already paying for itself there too, huh? I kind of want mulligan hands that look like this. The thing is that the Fire Covenant can, like, make up for a lot of sins if it's the right matchup. You saw it in the last match. I kept a hand kind of like that too, where I didn't really get rolling until turn 3, but we had a removal spell, which could have hypothetically done something. Is Fire Covenant the OG Toxic Deluge? Yeah, right? It is one-sided, which is pretty sick. Suplex doesn't work because they've been to land. Does it say which one they chose? I'm pretty cool with all of this. I should have left a red untapped. There's a 1-drop red creature in the deck that I could play if the Baragorglyph hits it. I will pay the 1. And immediately gain some life back, why not? Baragorglyph's so nuts. Looks like a Thari mana to me. Fair enough. Hell yeah. Almost like Mind Collapse. Almost like Preacher. I'm just gonna submit this. The issue with the Preacher is it's kind of shitty and mid-rangey. It'd be a good one to play off a Mana Crypt and like a bad one to play any other time. I'm gonna give it a turn. I know I could run out the Baragorglyph on turn 1. Now, a 3/4 Baragorglyph, that seems pretty reasonable. And then next turn we can hardcast the Overlord. Like, we don't even have to impending it. Might even find a red creature to pitch to the Pyrokinesis. Hey, fair enough. Overlord can rebuy that, right? The Ante gets a little bit better with the Archon in hand. Would have been it. That's a red card with Pyrokinesis. I could see the Ante being better than Baragorglyph there. Baragorglyph just like offsets the Mana Crypt life loss though. Oh, we're in the finals. First draft of the night? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll keep this. We can discharge something turn 1, play a Palantir in turn 2. Colonnade decreases the chance that we resolve Palantir, but makes Palantir a little bit better if it does resolve. If the opponent's playing the control deck over there. There's a lot of lands on my part, huh? I need to stop drawing that soon. Wow, resolves. I mean, we jam for a reason, right? Turn 2, 8 damage you. Frantic Search is kind of a bad sign. It could be imply that they're also playing Reanimator. They might be able to take advantage of my Bin Darkon here. The 2 movies that I'm kind of thinking about watching tonight. I'm thinking about rewatching The Green Knight because my wife hasn't seen it, and I think she'd really enjoy it. And then One Battle After Another is on streaming now. I've been wanting to watch that too. You thought I meant Green Lantern? You thought wildly incorrectly. What is this attack? I don't think it was Kaido. Because I kind of just like, it seemed like they had F6'd almost when I played Discharge. Sunfall is interesting to know about. Oh, that could have gone really poorly, huh? At least they already used Fractured, huh? Fleckin' whatever says, Merry Cubemas, one and all. Merry Cubemas. What about Pippin Christmas? Fuck Pippin Christmas. That little fuck knows what he did. Fool of a tuck. Yeah, so Fractured on our big boys is the scary card. And we don't really have discard to clear the way or anything. Once again, against Control, I'm considering boarding in some early threats. The Mako, maybe. The Steel Cutter, maybe. And maybe the Fiery Confluence. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut Discharge. Witch Charge? Yeah. Yeah, that one. And then you. And then add you. And you, maybe? Yeah, cutting Wheel of Fortune might suck. I don't know. You think Pippin saved Middle Earth by waking up the Balrog? Huh. I don't follow. You're saying by killing Gandalf? That's how we got Gandalf the White, who is slightly more powerful. You need to level up our wizard. Wow, I wish I had a Pippin to get me killed by a Balrog. Yeah, when they played that Frantic Search, I got a little worried. Oh, they don't have black mana. Oh, can I top deck? Can I top deck or reanimate? I cannot. Don't have been Metamorphosis, because then if they reanimate, they can like reanimate my Metamorphosis and have that get back their Archon. EOT Flash. Oh, they did have black mana. Oh, okay. No, you're right. I misunderstood. One of my least favorite things about the Magic Online UI is having to go in here and manually track the cards. It'd be cool if they like just got highlighted, whichever ones they put to hand. Snapcaster, Animated, Toxic Mountain. Might see a Toxic this turn. Too bad I didn't get to use that Black Cleave. I was playing around Daze, but maybe that's silly. Prismatic, sure. Not loving my odds here. I almost held on to the broadside just for this exact situation, but at least other creatures are now live. Oh, I don't think that's true. I should have held on to the Recurring Nightmare. Because they can just snap Prismatic. They have the colors for it and then the mana for it. Oh, they're kicking Corpse Dance on Archon instead. Sure. So I have this turn to rip a creature. I did not do that. All right, you got me. So close to getting something rolling. Merry Christmas, right back at you. Hell yeah, Doji. Big cheers to that. 1 hour, 1 beer. That's a lot more reasonable than what I was doing yesterday. Yeah, keep that. If I get Spell Pierced here, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, what about Crab? Maybe Crab's better than Archon. I might even like give them a discard outlet. They've been their own Archon and then reanimate it. This gives me my best chance at hitting my second land drop, though. Recalling in response, sure. Come on, deck. Deck's having fun with me here. You wanted to land, right? How about this Mox Diamond? Discarding the hand size. The nice thing about this is now we're like a little bit protected from an Archon Edict. Obviously, if they Shallow Grave, I would just sack 2 things, and that kind of busts me, but... If only you could get back at land, huh? Oh, it'd be kind of cool if the cutter closed the game out. My sideboard call. You got some wonton soup and General Tso's chicken? Nice. For breakfast today, I had some pot stickers. Just like this frozen brand I've been really enjoying. But I like them because I can fry them up. And get them nice and crispy and hot. If I rip a land here, I can just get there with a Recurring Nightmare plus Mako. Get the Archon back. Didn't happen. So Broadside Serve is worth 2 plus 4. Only 6 damage. I think I'm supposed to Inti Mako and just trigger the cutter. And then hopefully nothing bad happens to me. Oh, I haven't hit my land yet. I think I should have been to the Inti. No land. At least we're a card closer. Hell yeah, Dragon Lord. That all sounds good to me. Kind of a sick match we've had going on here. We had the turn 2 Archon, but then just like missed our second land drop for long enough. The opponent coming back in a bit. Mana Vault, probably one of my better draws, huh? Lauren. Oh, sure. It hurts, but I think I'm supposed to be in the Nightmare. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Warren Fish, thanks for the saw, thanks for 74 months. Haunted Cubes Mist and a Fiendish New Year. Oh, cheers to that, Warren. Yeah, possible I was supposed to have been a land. Opponent's down to 2 lives. Not very many lives. The opponent's deck looks very similar to, like, a lot of my 3-0 Reanimator type decks. Just like a lot of just disruption and stuff. The ability to hardcast attracts on the top end, that sort of thing. Nice. Got him. Got him. It's a Xmas miracle. Fire the monk at them. There's no backseating. I make the decisions. It's my face on the stream. Let's draft again, huh? Let's draft again. Why not? You didn't think we were winning match 1 against the Frog? That match 1 was very close. That was just about as close as it gets, huh? I haven't played with Urza. Should we just force some artifacts? Maybe Wheel the Kind? You can take a Vamp Tutor, but we just, like, did the black deck thing.